Hello everyone, it is I, Republic Studs, and welcome back to our Building a Venator series. It is looking insane. So we are on week 4, I believe, of this series. It is going so well. Now, we have gotten pretty much a load of stuff done. We tiled out the front, we tiled out up here, we pretty much fixed up all the structure, we got the slopes in on the sides, we got the windows all done. I think you were here for last episode where we finished most of the structure. It looks so great. And we even have the underbridge part, the under area. And I think we might even be calling this episode like the flooring or something along those lines, just because of how much detail we got done. Now, we've got so much to go through, and I just cannot wait. I also want to give a huge shout out to the series sponsor, Clone Army Customs. I'll be leaving a link to them in the description. They make fantastic custom clone troopers. I was just talking to Tyler. We're going to be getting that all situated, so hopefully I'll be getting in those minifigures soon. And it might be another extra week or two before the next episode, mainly because I'm going to be ordering certain parts that, you know, I don't exactly have, and it's just going to take a while. On top of that, waiting for the minifigures. So next week might even be the last week. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. With that said, I'm going to ask you all to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It'll help out a ton, and it will also help me really build this mock. The more monetization money I get off these videos, it helps me afford. This is a very expensive project, but I'm very excited to do it. So yeah, with that said, let's get right on into the build. We've got a lot to cover this episode. Okay, so yes, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we have our maroon tiles in. Now, I actually have some photos. I was taking some screenshots on the computer of what it looks like, and there were a little bit more than I thought. So here is the plan for what we are going to be doing with these. First off, we're going to put some here, and we're going to put some here. Maybe, I don't know. And then we'll see in here. I'm going to have to lift this up somehow, which is going to suck. But yeah, and then under here, we are going to be working on getting some tiles in there. It's wider than usual, but I wanted to really capture that, and I thought that was a pretty present thing in the actual field. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a lot thinner, proportional to the minifigures. But this isn't exactly a minifig scale mock, but it still gets the point across. I think it's going to be great. I just wanted to let you all know that it's not 100%. But yeah, and also with these guys, I'm thinking, because they're a little short for the game compared to the game, so I might put them all on like one brick, and then have them go up like that, just so that way they're at least like taller than the average figure. Maybe I'll even make them a little taller. And yeah, and also might even, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. It's a little hard to see down there, but I'll do a little time-lapse camera, actually, of me taking this apart a little bit, because I have to do that to, get access and move all the figures or whatever. And then, you see the thumbnail parts I've had over the last few episodes are still kind of lying about. But yeah, so I'm going to do that right now, and let's do it. Got a lot done. As you saw in the quick, hyperlapse thing, I had to take this part and rebuild it a little, which was a little annoying, but it was fine. In here, I apparently didn't order that enough bricks. Now, I didn't remember that there was all this here. We did do this thing on both sides. We have that and that. It looks great. Now, down here, you can see a little bit. I left some stud hoppers, and I did mostly of these maroon pieces down there. So, you get the feel for it. But it's not all the way, especially because you can't see all the way in there anyway, which I thought worked just fine. And also, this is like a uneven piece, so I'll fix that in a bit. But yeah, now also I was working a little bit over here. The plan, I think, is also to tile it up and get the floors done. I'm also working on these little entrances because they do have those. They're pretty prominent in the game. So I did want to put those there. And, you know, the plan is to tile all this up. I've run out of gray bricks. Like, this is pretty much all that I have left. So I would like to also tile up here, get that all secured and connected to each other. That'll be great. And I'm so excited to be working on that soon. And then, you know, in other news, I'm going to start putting some crates down there. And yeah, so I'll keep you all posted. Okay, we got a absolute megaton of stuff done. So we have it's a little bit of a mess, obviously, around, but here we got all this beautiful texturing. We're gonna obviously need to get crates on here later on. It is beautiful. This section is finished. Obviously, I think the grill pieces work really nicely. You know, especially over here. This was a section that got a little messy because I was running out of bricks as building it, and I don't want to make another bricklink order. But you know, once you stack up figures on the stud hoppers, you're barely gonna even notice it. You know, maybe you'll notice a bit of the silver. I might even put an E-web. Where is my E-web? We put that right. Oh, missing a part. So let's put that back. I might even put an E-web turret right here, and that'll look really good, and you could just set that all up. That'll look fantastic. We even have like this little hallway set up. I'm not doing a full hallway, obviously, because I want nice interior action view. I figured since you can technically have 40 people on a map at once, I could probably do close to 30 per team. You know, we're gonna have battle droids running around, probably more battle droids because, you know, they're tiny figures. But anyway, it's very exciting. Obviously, next up, I think we're going to work on here. This is going to be nice, simple. We got all this tiled out, which looks good. Something I completely forgot to consider was the fact that I might not have infinite amounts of bricks. Because when we started, like, up there, and like everything, we were about up here. Now we're, like, down here. So I'm hoping we still have enough bricks to tile off this whole area. If not, we're going to have to make more bricklink orders, which I'd like to avoid, generally speaking. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of, you know, spending more money. But if I did, I'm certainly considering making them dark gray bricks. The dark gray, do I have one? Like this color. So that might be good. We also, have this. You didn't see too much of this side, but it's the same thing. So, you know, when I show you one, you've seen them all. And obviously, I need some bricks for here. I just haven't looked hard enough yet. And yeah, so it is looking fantastic. I think what I really would like to work on is back here. So I'll probably start working on that tomorrow. But overall, I am very happy with the progress we have made on this mock. Hey guys, so yes, it is a mess. What I did end up doing is I ended up taking all these pieces and I peeled them out from under there. If you can't see it, I just put a wall back there. I mainly needed these because I want to finish those curved pieces off the side because those were a lot more prominent than I remembered because I was building this mock partially off of memory, admittedly. I started finally looking at pictures. I also tiled this area a little bit just to get a feel for how it would blend in with the maroon, and I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, the plan, I'd like to just tile this off, and then we're officially done with most, if not all, the structural components. Like, now it's just going to be accessorizing and tiling out the ground floor, which means we might only have like 1 or 2 episodes left after this. And we also have to tile out the back here. It's on a stand. You know, it's looking pretty good. I'm just hoping that, again, we have enough tiles. And if we don't, you know, that'll be a problem. And I'm also starting to get all these stud hoppers to get people to stand on, you know, for droids mainly. They're going to be all up front. And then we're going to have clones in the back. It'll be absolutely epic. I'll be back when we have those down. Hey, I put this together, and I think it actually merges into the wall net well. Now, there's a bit of advice, I guess, for all builders. When you're building something, I think just these nice little cheese wedge pieces go fantastically into merging your stuff, like connecting it with the wall. I just think it works well. I don't think, you know, it feels bad. And also, if you're like missing out, say, on a piece like this, it is a good substitute. And it doesn't show up too poorly. I just wanted to be consistent, you know, there. But, you know, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. They're pretty common pieces that come by. But overall, it's looking absolutely great. The entire structure of the build is officially done, which is absolutely insane. And we got the floor worked on. So my next plan is I want to get some stud hoppers down here and just go to town, tile it all out, put in all these, and, you know, have the droids stand on them. And then next up, we're going to obviously have to work on crates, defensive positions, all that stuff, which will probably be the next episode. And then after that, I think we're going to minifig it up from Clonery Customs and all that, which is pretty exciting. So I think that's the layout, what it's going to look like the next few videos to come. And obviously, detail it up. Maybe, detail up the walls a bit more. We'll see. I'll keep y'all posted. Okay, wow. So much has been done. So first off, bad news. Yeah, so that's not great, because we are obviously very low on tiles. If just by looking at this, I think 250 should be good. So I'll put in an order for that in Bricklink, which is something I wanted to avoid. But hey, whatever. We tiled all of this back here out. We tiled all of this down here out. We have bricks intermingling, so that way you'd stand up all your battle droids and clone troopers everywhere. This angle looks sick. I am just absolutely loving it. And I completely forgot. Where are they? Where are these bricks? There they are. I'm watching the Brickwiz stream, by the way. Hi, Brickwiz. And I have all of these beautiful pieces. And I completely forgot. They were like sitting off in a wall section and in one of those. I just forgot they existed. So yeah. So I am going to be doing some floor designing there. And that is good. I get some nice detail work. I also built a border around this, just to feel that out. I think it looks really, really neat, and it looks really good, and I'm really happy with it. And then next up, obviously, I'd like to work on the control panels for over here. And I'm probably going to hold that off until the next video, but today I just spent the full day working on everything related to this, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm very, very excited about all of this. And I just cannot wait to keep moving forward. We have enough stands, I think, for the droids to be appropriate for the droids. I was worried, there would be no room to stand up minifigs, and I think I did a good job, especially because I'd stand them pretty much anywhere. I even have I'll leave some bearer sections if I want droid or something else like that. We put in any kind of droid we want, which is the great thing about this. With clones, you're a little more limited because they didn't make every Lego skin. I couldn't put ARC Trooper 5s in here, but I could pretty much put in most, if not everyone. Just saying. So I probably put in this guy. 501st is obviously no brainer. 212. Most people play as 501st, so you gotta put in those. I'm gonna avoid doing Phase 1 clones. Now, the reason I'm avoiding that is just because I want to be, consistent one way, because I always got kind of annoyed when people would play as Phase 1 clones in the game, and plus they're kind of outdated in the LEGO Star Wars area of things. I might squeeze one or two in the far back, but that's really it. Now, the real question now is how many minifigs I'm going to put on. Is it going to be just packed, every single stud is full, or is it going to be pretty barren? Now, I think it would feel way more barren if I didn't stack up figs everywhere, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing. They're just a visually appealing thing to look at and really show off the MOC well, so that's going to be the plan. I'm pretty certain I'm just going to load this thing up with as many figures as I think I could fit. Not not like they're on top of each other, but so it feels appropriate. And then obviously I still need to put in my crates and the defenses, so we might only need 2 more episodes left to complete this MOC, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I'll come back to you guys soon if I've done anything, and if not, we'll go into the outro. Okay, guys, so that was an absolutely insane episode. So the plans, obviously, that coming up for the next few weeks, or the next week in this series, we first off have to get the crates and all the different designs done. My friend Marfran on Instagram has designed a bunch of Battlefront crates, so I'm going to be using some of those, and we're going to be scattering all those. I have to order on Bricklink first, which is less than exciting, because you guys know I'm not a Bricklink person. But yeah, so other than that, we also are going to be working with Tyler from Clonery Customs to do all the absolutely epic minifigures. We are going, and I forgot to announce this, I've been thinking, we're going to do a mixed variety of clones. What I think we're going to be doing is keeping with the realistic Phase 2 style of clone. We're not going to be doing, the crazy variety like I was saying, just so that way the MOC is color-wise consistent. With the battle droids, we might do the same thing. I'm not 100% sure. But I figured we'd do the base skin, so we're going to have the base heavy, the base, all of those. We're going to even have some ARC Troopers thrown in there, like the Umbara ones or whatever, which should be very, very cool, and I'm very excited about. But with that said, I hope you guys absolutely enjoyed this MOC video. Again, smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm helps out a ton, and it really just supports me financially with this series, and I am so grateful. This has been a super fun series. Not like the most popular one ever, but it's been fun. nonetheless. With that said, I hope to see you all in the next one. Remember to peace out and stay awesome.